Once again, welcome back for learning grammar subject. Now we are going to learn another important topic in the grammar subject. The topic name is pronoun. So dear students, in this lesson we are going to understand what is meant by pronoun and the different kinds of pronouns. So let's begin. Dear friends, modern grammarians divides words into 9 parts of speech. Pronoun is one of them. So let's understand first what is meant by pronoun. A word that is used in place of a noun is called pronoun. Let's repeat it. A word that is used in place of noun is called pronoun. From this definition, we understand that pronouns are used instead of nouns. They are used in place of nouns. So let's understand this definition with the help of example. Mary is an intelligent girl. She studies well. Here in the first sentence, Mary is a proper noun, and in the second sentence there is again reference of that same proper noun. So instead of Mary, here she, this pronoun is used to avoid the repetition of this same proper noun. Here instead of that, the pronoun she is used. So from this example, we learn that in the same paragraph or in the same sentences, if the same noun is repeated, then to avoid that repetition, we can use the different pronouns. Now dear friends, let's understand the different kinds of pronoun. They are total 8 in numbers. First, personal pronouns. Second, reflexive pronouns. Third, emphatic pronouns. Fourth, demonstrative pronouns. Fifth, relative pronouns. Sixth, distributive pronouns. Seventh, interrogative pronouns. And the last, 8th number, indefinite pronouns. Now let us understand each of these, all the kinds of pronoun one by one. First, personal pronouns. The pronouns that stands for persons are called personal pronouns. The pronouns that stands for persons are called personal pronouns. They denote any one of the 3 persons. They are first person, second person and the third person. First person is the speaker. The second person is the listener or the person spoken to. And the third person is the person spoken of. Examples here. I is the first person singular pronoun. We is the first person plural pronoun. Next, you is used as second person singular as well as plural pronoun. The third person's singular pronouns are he, she, it, and they is the third person plural pronoun. These are all the pronouns we can use as subject in the sentence. Except these subjective forms, there are also objective and possessive forms of all these pronouns. We use them also properly in the sentences. The second kind of pronoun is reflexive pronoun. The pronouns that are formed by adding self or selves my, your, etc. are called reflexive pronouns. So these pronouns are made or created by adding self to my. For example, if we add self to my, then it becomes myself. In the same way, himself, herself, yourself, etc. Let's see the examples. First, Mohan fell down and hurt himself. Here, himself is the reflexive pronoun, and this reflexive pronoun reflects back the subject Mohan. The second example, they enjoyed themselves a lot. Here in this sentence, themselves, this is reflexive pronoun. In this sentence also, it reflects back the subject they. Another important thing about the reflexive pronoun is that they are used as the object of the given sentence. The next kind of pronoun is emphatic pronoun. Pronouns used to emphasize a noun or pronoun are called emphatic pronouns. Here, these emphatic pronouns are used for giving the stress or emphasis on the nouns or the pronouns given in the particular sentence. They have exactly the same forms as reflexive pronouns. For example, himself, herself, myself, yourself, etc. But here they have different functions. They are not used as objects of the verb in these sentences. For example, we ourselves saw the king. In this sentence, ourselves, this is emphatic pronoun. Here it is emphasizing the pronoun we. That's why it is emphatic pronoun. It is not used as an object of the verb saw. It is used immediately after the subject we. Next example, I myself told him about it. Here in this sentence, myself, it is the emphatic pronoun because it also gives stress on the pronoun I. The fourth kind of pronoun is demonstrative pronoun. Pronouns used to point out the objects referred to in a sentence are called demonstrative pronouns. Here, demonstrative pronouns are used to denote or point out the objects used in the given sentence. For example, this, those, these, that are the demonstrative pronouns. Let's see their examples in a sentence. First, that is a good umbrella. Here in this sentence, that is demonstrative pronoun because it demonstrates, it denotes, points out the object umbrella. Second example, this is a present from my brother. In this sentence, this, it is demonstrative pronoun. It also points out a object present. So, it is also a demonstrative pronoun. Now dear friends, let us go on to the next kind of pronoun, that is relative pronoun. It is related to a noun that comes just before it. For example, this is the pen that I bought. Here in this sentence, that, this, that is a relative pronoun because it is related to a noun pen which comes just before it. That's why it is called as relative pronoun. The nouns that comes just before the relative pronoun is also called as its antecedent. Let's see the another example. Second, the students who had come late were fine. Here in this sentence, who, this is relative pronoun because it is related to the noun students which come just before it. That's why who is also a relative pronoun. The next kind of pronoun is distributive pronoun. These distributive pronouns refer to persons or things one at a time. For example, each student will get a chance. Second example, every one of you must come. In both the sentences, each and every are distributive pronouns because they refer to persons one at a time. These distributive pronouns are always used in singular form and they take singular verb. Another kind of pronoun is interrogative pronouns. Pronouns used to ask questions are called as interrogative pronouns. For example, whose is this book? Which is your pen? Third example, what is the matter? Here in the first sentence, whose. In the second sentence, which. And in the third sentence, what. They are all used as interrogative pronouns because they are used to ask questions. Now dear students, let us move on to the last kind of pronoun, that is indefinite pronoun. The pronouns used to refer persons or things in general are called as indefinite pronouns. For example, one must do one's duty. Here in this sentence, one is indefinite pronoun because here this word is used to refer the person in general. This word one is not used to point out the particular person. It is not pointing out the particular person, that's why it is indefinite pronoun. Next example, some are born great. Here in this sentence, some, this is an indefinite pronoun. It also refers some, not fixed number. That's why it is also indefinite pronoun. The last example, many students came here. Here the word many is also an indefinite pronoun because how many number of students came, that is also not fixed. The particular number of students are not mentioned. That's why many is also an indefinite pronoun. So dear friends, in this way, in this video, we have completed learning what is meant by pronoun and the different kinds of pronouns with their examples. Thank you.